Oh man, things just got super critical. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these potential bad boys right here. At least I'm really hoping so. This is the first Brandblack model for basketball that they put out in a long ass time. So if these aren't good, I'm gonna be kind of mad. I'm not gonna be mad, I'm gonna be sad. But anyways, these guys right here are the Rare Metal 2 featuring super critical foam, man. These are weird, like super weird. They don't look like a hoop shoe. I don't even know if these look like a casual shoe. It's something different. David's at it again, man. He's out there breaking boundaries, breaking the mold, what you think performance footwear looks like. So first things first, typically I start off with the traction, and we got all these X's out here. It's also a Vibram rubber sole, and this guy right here reminded me initially of the J Crossover 1, which had great traction. However, after looking at some of my other shoes, it's actually the same outsole, or not outsole, but the same pattern as what was on the Lonzo shoe. I know a lot of people hate on these because it's got that big baller brand logo, but these were fucking fantastic, man. These guys right here reminded me of a Nike basketball classic, aka a Nike basketball staple, the Jet Flight. Everybody loves those. This guy was like a new version of that, man. These things were beastly. Anyways, these guys right here, they performed excellent. The rubber compounds are different, so I don't know if it's going to be the same, and that is part of the battle when you're, making traction. Half of the issue could be pattern itself, the other half could be rubber compound. So seeing that these are Vibram, and Vibram makes kind of like a Continental, you know what I mean? Like it's supposed to be like all condition and all of that stuff. So I'm really hoping that these work really well, but we shall see. Now the cushion is the weird part because you can't see it. It's actually housed inside of this Vibram rubber, and it's like wrap. I don't know what they call it. I think they call it Wrap Tech. I'm not sure. But basically what's inside of there is supercritical Jetlon, which is what was featured on these guys right here. This was the Tarantula. And this guy is really interesting because this kind of stuff is used on like the Skechers Burst models. This guy right here is from the 361 Aaron Gordon shoe, which I have started playing in. Those are fucking awesome. They were great. But this guy right here, pretend that this is a full midsole that would look like kind of like this guy, and that is sitting inside of that guy right there, and then they wrap the rubber around it, and it's got all kinds of little cuts in it, and then they heat it on there, kind of like the James Harden shoe, but these don't feel anywhere near as stiff as those. So somehow they were able to heat weld the upper to the tooling without making you feel like you were wearing a brick. And as far as a comparison goes, as far as like how they feel and everything like that underfoot, this guy is definitely stiff in comparison to this. This feels what I thought these were gonna feel like these feel bouncy underfoot. Will that be great? I don't know. This is just a first look and everything. Torsion support is nice though. Flex is a little stiff, but again, they don't feel as stiff on foot as the James Harden shoe, like not anywhere close. And for those of you guys that don't know, this is the second model in the series or line of the Rare Metal. This is the first one right here, so you can see where they kind of share those lines, you know what I mean? Even though like this guy right here is super exaggerated, like these fit very low. It's very strange, but you also sit way inside that midsole versus sitting on top of this guy right here. So you can see where the inspiration has come from, where it's evolutionized from one to the next. There's also a beefy ass heel counter in there, and then you have this really tall collar, which is you lace all the way up here. It draws this area of your foot in there. That's what it's all designed for. So I'm just hoping that it works. I don't know if like he designed this for performance and casual, because there's all kinds of weird lacing options. This guy right here is just, typical eye stay. This guy has the eye stay, but they've got these guys down there. So this is very strange, and you can use it, you cannot. It's all up to you. And they also have this really cool lace lock. I've not seen one like this before. So it's very small. It's out of the way. I probably won't play with the lace lock on there, but actually I might have to, because these are rope laces. Rope laces come untied all the time. I'm just gonna lace them standard and just see how they go. If they don't fit right, then I'll go back to lacing down here. Now the upper is real interesting because you got multiple materials and multiple layers, even though it might not look like it. We've got like this ripstop style base. Very similar again to the Harden shoe, but these guys, he's been working on these for like well over a year, so I think that was just like a coincidence. But yeah, so we got that ripstop style material. It doesn't feel thin or anything. It feels like it's got some weight to it, some structure. Then we got some other materials on the overlays, which are the lacing area and stuff, and it's all suede. The midfoot rand and the toe, at least on this colorway, is a fused material, and I don't love this thing just because I'd like a little bit extra flex there, but I'm hoping that that means that it's gonna be mad durable. Now, as as far as the way that they fit, so far they fit true to size. I don't know once I start moving around, you know what I mean? Like I've had these for a little bit, but I'm kind of like hesitant to use these on an outdoor surface just because I feel like this was made for indoor, but I really don't know. I might just go outside and just mess around with them and see how they go. Indoor right now is not a great option because I was finally invited into an indoor setting, but you're only allowed like so many people on the court and you're only allowed to train and do drills. You're not allowed to do contact sport, which is weird because we're all in there breathing the same air, running around where we just were breathing. And so if those air spores are really up there, I would have already breathed it in. What's the difference if I'm playing defense or not? Anywho, I just hope to test these out soon because I'm curious, man. I need to know if these play good.
Oh my gosh.
It's not that bad once you have your foot in there.
I don't know. If y'all saw that Ultra Boost video we did on the 21s, I'm pretty sure I could spring this across the room too.
I don't know. All I know is that we couldn't do that in the Hardens.
Oh, so true.
At least they move. But yeah, what do you think about these, man? It's like a boat shoe, basketball shoe, something.
It's definitely a shoe, very much like, ooh, what was that one? It was a retro pickup that you did.
A retro?
Or no, it was one I believe the Discord guys surprised you with. It had a yellow back to it, and I had said it looked like
the Nike shoes.
Yeah, it looked like a cycling shoe. This is another shoe where if you put it down in front of me and you're like, guess what sport this goes to?
No, that's, I wouldn't say that this is cycling.
No, I wouldn't say this is cycling either. I would be like, you're supposed to play a sport in those, is basically what I would probably say.
Yeah, it's definitely weird, but it's also interesting, especially the, I don't know what to call this, the cup sole?
The implementation
of the rubber itself.
Yeah.
Where it's the support and the outsole. It's so weird. It reduces, this is super light, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do think that it's a weird name for the cushion, super critical. All I can think of is like, I'm gonna be moving around and my shoes are gonna be like, really? That's how you do that? Like they're being super critical of you?
Okay, well that's weird. Hey, I don't know. Definitely not how I think. All right, so that pretty much takes care of it on these guys right here. Again, this is the Brandblack Rare Metal 2. I don't know when they release. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to test them. I will try to do it as soon as possible. We'll see how things go. It's about to start raining, which supposedly the Vibram outsole will be able to handle. I just don't know if I will because I don't like getting wet out there and cold.
I am excited for the rain though, only because I have some shoes that I haven't gotten to test on wet. So it's good for running. I
just like rainy weather just because it makes you want to be cozy.
Oh, I'll be cozy with you.
Oh, great. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like that wintry feel.
Yeah.
Because we don't get snow here. So we don't have like seasons like that, which sometimes I wish we did. We need to be a little higher in elevation. Not in mind. So yeah, although I'm sure it could work if you get baked enough.
That you imagine it's snowing?
I'm pretty sure. You know, pretty sure those dust particles, they all look the same.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, that was fun, you know, a great way to end this performance talk. Be safe, folks. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. So until next time, have a good one.